Good morning and welcome to Sunday Morning Beers, evening edition, as we were in Youngstown, Ohio for the weekend, kind of stocking up on beer, along with visiting Tracy's mom, of course.
Which is the most important thing.
Yep, but we were, the cellar was getting a little low, so it was nice to go to our favorite beer store, VE Lounge.
And she went with us and she had a good time.
Also to check out their new new beer bar, Magic Tree. Definitely, if you get to Youngstown, two places, they're both very close to each other. Check them out. That was our first time going to Magic Tree. And 20 beers on tap, 10 more coming on. Both really nice places for beer lovers. We're not going to drink a beer from there, though. This is actually our second take. We decided to redo it. The first beer, although we really should show when we have bad beer, but kind of you don't have a lot to talk about when you have a bad beer. We were trying something which kind of goes along with the theme of what we're going to talk a little bit about today, is the explosive growth of breweries. The beer that we were originally going to drink was from Finch's Beer Company in Chicago, Fascist Pig Ale. We'll talk a little bit about that, but let's first talk about the beer that we are going to drink instead here. This is a brewery that we have heard a lot of good things about. They're turning out some really unique beers from what I hear. Cigar City, it's in Tampa, and this is a Cucumber Saison. It's a farm ale style with natural flavor. So that sounds really interesting to us.
We got this from Mike and Annette.
Yep, the two Cicerones, thank you. Because we cannot get Cigar City beers around here, of course. If you are someone local watching our show. Cheers. Big frothy head on there.
It's very cucumber-like.
Cucumber and spicy too. Probably yeast spiciness. Smells really good.
Wow, is that dry?
It
oh
is
my
very
gosh,
dry.
it's weird. It's like pickles.
It does remind me of pickles, I think. It is very pickly like.
Yeah.
More than cucumber. But you know what? It does have that sort of that fresh cucumber in a salad sort of flavor.
Yeah, but I get
pickles and cucumbers.
Fresh pickled cucumbers
Perhaps.
from home. Like
perhaps the cucumbers became pickled in the beer. Maybe that's what it is. I get both pickles and cucumbers.
They taste like homemade pickles.
Pickles up front, cucumbers in the finish, some yeast spiciness.
It's different. It's kind of weird. It's not like
It's very refreshing. Be a wonderful summer beer. I don't know what the ABV is on this. Does it say? I don't think it says on here.
It's very gassy. We keep burping.
Well, it is very effervescent. It's a very effervescent beer. This is really, really good. So first impression of the brewery is they make good beer.
Yeah,
it's very
it's
unique. It's creative. Although the first time that we heard of the cucumber beer was actually from Voodoo.
Matt.
They were supposed to be at the Brouhaha this summer, and that's what he was going to bring, was a cucumber beer.
Yeah, but he couldn't come.
He couldn't make it, so this is our first cucumber beer.
Yeah. So maybe next year, or this year for Brouhaha, Matt will come and bring cucumber beer.
But this is very, very good. Delicious, refreshing, unique, very clean, etc., etc. So, first impression of Cigar City Brewing Company, first beer, I would buy other beer from them. Okay? Now, let's talk about the first beer that we were going to drink from Finch's. Now, I don't think that we've ever had anything from Finch's before. Do you remember ever had anything from them? First impression of that, not good. Not good. It was, the Fascist Pig was very metallic and harsh.
It had a nice nose, but the taste of it was so metallic. It was kind of weird.
Couldn't drink it at all. Few sips. Tried giving it another chance. Couldn't do it. So first impression of Finch's is not good.
And for an 8% beer that you're like, oh gosh,
It wasn't too expensive. It was $7.50, but still $7.50. That we only drank part of it, and we're dumping it out, and we'll be leery about buying something from them again. I'm not like some consumers. I give everybody 2 or 3 chances, but a lot of people I think would say they wouldn't buy this. And this is the thing I worry about with this explosive growth. We had this big shakeout in the late 90s of breweries opening. And now the thing about it is seeing these breweries that are opening and expanding horribly quick, trying to feed the pipelines. Took 4 places like the BE Lounge and Magic Tree, which are putting more and more beers on tap. There's a demand for it. It's great to see it. I just hope that it's not, more stuff like this.
Yeah, and stuff that I like that I couldn't even find in Ohio that we can't even get in Michigan anymore, like the Rose to Hibiscus. Like, if everybody
Yeah, because
loves
they've
this
gotten
stuff.
so big, they've pulled in from some of their markets. Yeah, they've had to
So you
limit
can't
the markets.
even get some of the favorites anymore.
We were talking about this with the growth. 130 breweries in Michigan now. Can you believe it? It's 130? That's open operating breweries, which is amazing. You think about 4th Street Brewery just celebrated, our 8th birthday, and I think when we opened there was maybe 50 breweries. So that, and most of that has happened just really within the last couple of years. A good example of that is Traverse City, which is funny. If you ask somebody now, I asked somebody once before. I don't know if you're familiar with Traverse City. I asked somebody before what they thought the population of Traverse City was, and they said 100,000 plus. It's actually less than 20,000. It looks big because obviously they're the hub for the area, so there's a lot of things there. People, go there to eat and shop and all that, and of course they have a big summer population.
Gosh, and the Cherry Festival.
Oh yeah, the Cherry Festival. It's
such a draw.
Insanely busy. But there's actually less than 20,000 people in there, 6 breweries, and 2 more in planning. So you could be talking about in the next year, 2013, this year, 8 breweries in a town of less than 20,000 people.
That's really hard to get to.
That is hard to get to because it's kind of one way in, one way out.
Yeah, it's like
basically a 2-lane road.
2-lane road.
2-lane road in and out. Or you can come by sea, I guess, if you got a boat. And it's really, in the summertime, there's more people there than there's really room, that there's room to hold. So that's probably why there's all these breweries. I guess they're catering to the fact that they have this swelling part-time population, I guess. But, good luck to everybody. Hopefully, it won't be the big shakeout that there was back in the late 90s, but, I guess that's my thought, and I think that makes me a little bit hesitant of opening my own, is because they're opening so many just within the last couple, and I'm so busy with 4th Street.
But are they good?
I think it's rare. I think in the 90s, the late 90s, there when the shakeout, there was a lot that weren't good. We're not seeing a lot that really aren't necessarily are bad. I think you're seeing some that maybe aren't a sustainable model. Certainly the breweries brewing half barrel at a time. I don't think that's a sustainable model. And I would love to see all the breweries open, and I would love to, get away from the restaurant business and open my own. But it's, it's certainly something that makes me think, is because it's so explosive. I feel like I'm behind the curve now.
Yeah, but there's certain areas that don't even have breweries.
Mm-hmm. Well, certainly downriver is.
Didn't you say
like I said,
Monroe doesn't have one.
You look at Traverse City with going to be 8 breweries, and just Lincoln Park has more than double the population of Traverse City, and there's only 2 breweries downriver. So, I guess there's always room for more. There's always room for more. Well, casinos is a good example of that. I think that's been the whole model of casinos, is there's always room for more casinos.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
People are always trying to get rid of their money somehow.
And they don't measure their sales in dollars. They measure their sales in millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess there's a demand for casinos and there's a demand for breweries. And until the pipeline is satiated, I guess there could be more. But there's certainly room for more of this. This is a very good beer.
Different.
This is a very good beer.
It's unique.
Mm-hmm. So, very tasty. Look for that if you can find it. Finch's, I don't want to tell you not to buy their stuff, but this Fascist Pig was not good. It could even be that it was just a bad bottle, though.
Yeah, it could have been old. I don't even remember how long ago
we'll give them another chance. We'll look for something else. This is available in Michigan. The Cigar City is now. Where did Mike and Annette get this from?
They got it from someone who brought it up from Tampa.
Oh, okay. So they.
Yeah, it's from.
It's a sort of a hand-me-down. Somebody
who goes down there who gets it, and they brought an extra bottle up for us for our Christmas. Mike and Annette were thinking about
the beer trading
Yes.
because we got some beer
Yeah,
for
we
them.
got some beers for them.
For them
Yeah.
this weekend too. So it's a wonderful thing, sharing
Yeah.
beer.
Mhm.
Beautiful thing. So that's what's going on. We hope to see you this week at Fort Street Brewery. Another new beer on Thursday as always, and you're certainly welcome to come other days as well. We'd love to have you there.
Cheers.
So, cheers everyone. Have a great week.